Problem number 10, it's just it becomes a long division problem, but it's a little tricky now, or at least a little cumbersome because of we have 3 variables here and then 3 variables here. So just a tad bit tricky here, but nothing that you can't handle. So let's just go over this guy right here. So we're going to divide this guy into there. Now, I guess the only tricky part would probably be this, is that when you start your long division problem here, you see how it goes from a power 4 to a power 2, and then there's, see, like it skips the cube term, it skips the x term. We actually are going to want to place 0 or placeholder values, meaning x to the power 4, since there is no power 3, like, I'm going to do plus 0 x cubed. And you'll see why, and just so that everything always lines up and that we don't forget anything there, okay? And then plus 3x squared plus 0x. Again, there's no x term, so I'm going to go ahead and just put that right there for a place value, and then plus 4. Now, so this is called our dividend. Our divisor out here, which is going to be x squared minus x plus 3, if it was missing something, it's not necessary to put these placeholder values, only inside of our divisor, okay? So x squared minus x plus 3. All right, well, let's go to town on this like it's cool then. So x squared times what is x to the power 4? Well, that's just going to be x to the power 2. And notice how these line up. Okay, x squared times x squared, x to the power 4. X squared times negative x, that's negative x cubed. See how they line up right here? X squared times 3 is a positive 3x squared. So we want to go ahead and subtract these guys right here. And so we'll change all the signs. So it's a minus, plus, minus. And then from there, so those are gone. This right here is 0 plus 1, so this is going to be x cubed. And then 3 minus 3, and so those disappear right there. So, but it still may also be a good idea just to put a plus 0x squared just for the placeholder values here. And then I'm going to drop down my 0x. So now x squared times what is x cubed? Well, that's just going to give us x. So x times x squared is x cubed. X times negative x is negative x squared. Notice again how they line up very, very nicely. X times 3 is a positive 3x. All right, let's just go ahead and change all those signs. It's a minus, plus, minus. Those are cross out. Those right here, I just get positive x squared. And then this here is going to give me negative 3x. And then we can drop down our plus 4. So x squared times what is x squared? Well, that's just going to give us a plus 1, right? So 1 times x squared is x squared. 1 times negative x is a negative x. 1 times a 3 is a positive 3. Let's go ahead and change all of those signs right there. So minus, plus, minus, so that gives us a negative 2x, and then that gives us a plus 1 right there. So our final answer then, so here's our quotient. So it's x squared plus x plus 1. And now we have our remainder. So plus negative 2x plus 1 all over our divisor. X squared minus x plus 3. So this would be our final answer. And that concludes all of our test corrections.